Listen, if you suck at making melodies and you don't want to deal with loop makers and you don't want to deal with just standard loops, I'm telling you, the place to go is Arcade. Just get Arcade.
Bolo!
All right, first things first. If you do not have my drum kits, go ahead and get my drum kits today. If you already have one of my drum kits, go ahead and get some more. You know what I'm saying? They're all pretty dope and they're cheap. They're only like 10 bucks. And a lot of people have been sending me a lot of good stuff with the kits, and I appreciate you guys for sending me all the beats. It's like a little bit too many, but you know, still all good. But if you don't have my drum kits, go ahead and get them. Click that link in the description. If you do have like 1, 2, or 3, go ahead and get the rest of them. And you know, go ahead and get the drum kits. I think they sound good and I think they'll help you out. So go ahead and get the drum kits. Click the link in the description right now. Also, if you're trying to get some equipment, you can go ahead and go to zZounds.com and you can go ahead and use my link. Click on my link down here to go ahead and get some equipment today. Even if your money is a little funny, you can go ahead and get you some payment plans without no credit or a background check, which means you can go ahead and order the stuff right now, today. It'll get to you in 2 days, and you can just start making payments on it, some monthly payments. They'll be pretty cheap, and you can go ahead and get your equipment and start making some music. Now, it's not all the equipment on the site, but it's a good amount of equipment that you can get without no credit or background check. All you need is a debit or a credit card. You can get something like what I'm about to use today, like this Native Instruments Complete M32. You can get this no credit or background check. You can get it today. You can get it today. So go ahead and click my link in the description for zZounds.com. Go to the site. If you see something that you like, go ahead and get it. It's going to help you out and it's going to help me out as well. So go ahead and click that link right now. All right. So a lot of us already know about Arcade, but for some of the people who are kind of on the fence with it, I'm telling you right now, it is a great tool for you to use if you're not really that good at making melodies and stuff, or if you just plain out suck. You know what I'm saying? It's something that you can really use rather than using standard loops and samples and you have to deal with loop makers or deal with other stuff. You can just go ahead and use Arcade. You can actually take the loops that's inside of there, you can manipulate them, you can do certain things to them, and they're just really dope. Now, I've already made videos explaining this already, so I'm not gonna go too deep with it today. I'm just gonna make a beat and show you guys how fast you can do this. Hopefully this video doesn't take that long, which it shouldn't. And I'm gonna show you guys the process of how I use Arcade inside of Logic. So let's go ahead and do it. No cuts, no breaks. I'm just gonna show you the whole process, and hopefully we come out with something that's pretty dope. So let's get to it. All right, so we're in Logic Pro right now. I have my template pulled up, and I think if you're using any type of software, any type of DAW, you should have a template. It's just gonna make everything much easier, okay? So I don't care if you're on FL, I don't care if you're on Ableton, I don't care if you're on Cubase, I don't care, whatever you're on, have a template. It's gonna make the workflow so much easier. So right now I have my X Factor kit pulled up. I already have like a little drum pattern, just something to start off with. And I used this on my last video, but I'm gonna use it on Arcade as well. So let's go ahead and open up an instance of Arcade. Let's go ahead and add this in here. It's gonna ask what we want to use. I got Arcade right here, and pretty much it pops open, and I need to update this thing. But as you guys can see, Arcade is really dope. If you are not familiar with it, it's really dope. It has a lot of great features in here. And it has a lot of samplers in here that you can manipulate. Now you have the home screen, which kind of gives you kind of like a way of kind of scrolling through some stuff and some of the newer stuff that came out. Then you can actually search for what you're actually looking for. You can actually, you know, search like a certain type of sound or whatever. You can load up a sampler, you can load up an instrument now, and you can just find the sample, and you can actually take the sample and drag it into your DAW or whatever and just do it that way as well. And then you have your lines right here. If you're not familiar with this, you got to think of this as like product lines. So when you see lines, think of a product line. So you have the whole Funk You product line, the Anthem Beats product line, the Future Perfect product line, the hooks, all that stuff. You got Memento right here. Memento, I think that's what it is, Memento. So like if you open this up, it has a whole bunch of samplers in here, and then you can have instruments and stuff like that in here as well. So has all this stuff in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and load up a sampler in here. I'm just gonna pick something. I don't know if I use some of this stuff already, but they have some clean guitar. I'm just gonna pick a random one. Let me just pick this one. I'm not even gonna listen to it. Hold on. Did I use that one already? I think I used. Okay. Heart plucks, arps, hits, drums, soft pianos, acoustic, sample bass. Let's try this. Let's just see how this sounds. We're gonna see if we can make something quick, even something that we never even use. All right, so we're gonna go in here. Let's see what we got. That's dope. This got some sounds in here. So what I like to do is, instead of just using like an individual sound, I like to use like 2 sounds to make a melody together. And then I like to use the black keys. So like if I want to use like slow it down or whatever, I can use this and press the black key right here. It's cool. Or I can press the other black key. And the black keys just add like different effects and add different little notes to it. So that's dope. So like I can play this and play this with this other key. Or that's hard. Actually, I'm gonna start with that right there. I'm gonna use those 2 notes right there, but I'm gonna slow this down to 140. So that's cool. So let's go ahead and add these in here real quick. That's cool. So I actually like how that sounds, and sounds good to me. Now, to save on CPU, you can either keep this and just use these sounds like this, or what you can do in Logic, what I like to do is I like to go ahead and bounce in place. So I'm going to go out here and go to bounce in place, and I'm going to go ahead and include audio tail and file, and I'm going to go ahead and just press OK. And it went ahead and bounced it, and it muted out and just basically deactivated the plugin so it doesn't use any more CPU. Even though my computer, I can leave it on there because I got that, that good computer. But so let's go ahead and just play this back real quick so I can show you. Now it's bounced the audio file. Sounds good. So we can go ahead and just duplicate that all through the track. So now I want to add like a chorus part to it. So what I can do is I can erase this right here, and I can go to another part and I can add some extra parts in here to make a chorus part. So let's see what we can find. Okay, this don't sound bad. Let's go ahead and add that in there real quick. All right, sounds good. Let's go ahead and bounce this in place right here. Let's go ahead and bounce that in place as well. So now we got that, and now we're going to use that inside of the track. I don't know where I'm going to use it at, but I'm just going to go ahead and just paste it all the way through real quick and turn it down. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find another sound. I'm gonna go ahead and add this part in here real quick. So now we just build this up. So that's dope. So we got that in there. Let's go ahead and commit. Let's bounce in place. And then we're done. So we got that. Now I can go ahead and just leave this on here, or I can hide it. I'm gonna go ahead and just hide it for right now. And then we can hide that. And now we have our sounds in here, and we can just go ahead and kind of build the track up with the sounds we got. And I just got a intro, a hook, verse, and a hook for right now. So let's go ahead and play what we got. Check this out. Oh, that's hard. Cool, so that's hard right there. Let's go ahead and just loop this hook part right here real quick. And then we're gonna go ahead and add an 808, which I already have one in here. Let's go ahead and see if we can find a bass part real quick. Hopefully this will take too long. And I'm not gonna get too deep with it. I'm just gonna do something very general because I don't want this video to last forever. We can use that, but I want to go. I'll keep it there for right now. I'll keep it there for right now. I'll keep it for right now. That's cool. That sounds really good. Let's go ahead and do, let's go and highlight all these and let's force legato these. And then bam, we got those in there, done. And then now what we can do is we can go ahead and just add a little kick to it right here. And then we're just gonna highlight all these and we're gonna push these up and make sure these is up on C3 right here, on middle C. And now we can go ahead and we can get out of that and we can kind of mix these together and let's see how they sound. just like that, we have a whole beat right now. Let me go ahead and play it. Let me add my tag in here real quick, and let's see how this thing sounds. It's not even mixed yet. It's not even mixed yet. Let's play it.
Bolo.
Man, that is hard. That is hard. I might change a few bass notes in there. It's one of those notes in there I'm not really kind of on the kind of iffy with. But as you guys can see, it is very easy to use Arcade to come up with some melodies, to come up with some dope stuff. So you just go ahead and put on your beats and just hurry up and make the beats and make something dope. So if you like it, go ahead and click the link in the description. Go ahead and get Arcade, but click that link in the description so you go ahead and get it, and you can get it at a discount. All right. So hope you guys enjoyed the process. Hope you guys like what I did. I hope you guys learned something from it. And like I always say, peace out.